Hello, this video is for Leo for the month of December. First, I'm going to pull an oracle card message for you from your angels. Find out either where you need to work on things in your life or something that needs to be changed or altered. Coming right up. Hello, thank you for coming in. All right, Leo. Oops. All right, Leo. So, Leo, the oracle card that comes to you first is number 16, which is called Inner Child. So, Leo, for the month of December, your inner child, this is where everything stems from. This is where shit gets twisted. This is where your priorities change. This is where your past, your shadow self, your childhood, your upbringing, your belief system, due to the way that you were brought up to believe in things. For some of you, Leos, your negativity. For some of you, Leos, this inner child. This person who is trying to replace a void that maybe have taken away from you at a young child, as a young child. Perhaps you grew up with only one parent. Perhaps you grew up in foster. Perhaps you grew up just with your siblings. Perhaps you had parents around maybe who were alcoholics or addicts, people that didn't take care of you very well. Perhaps you got caught up or lost in the system. For some Leos, this inner child is also a very good thing for some of you. For some of you, it was about a great childhood. It was about a lot of lessons learned, a lot of things taught. For some of you, it was about taking all those classes, whether it's piano, violin, flute, ballet, jazz. For some of you, it was about playing with the Barbies. For some of you, it was about playing with the monster trucks. For some of you, it was about playing outside and getting dirty. For some of you, there were a lot of blessings that were all around you. For some of you, you had very strict parents. Couldn't get away with too much. For some of you, you had a routine where you definitely were able to kind of discount something. You had to discount something. Maybe you had to leave something behind. Perhaps you moved a lot. Perhaps you were an army brat. Perhaps you were, somebody who traveled a lot in military with your family. For some of you, it was looking for love in a lot of wrong places for a long period of time. Leos, for some of you, it was settling for things that you didn't never need to settle on. Leo, as you go through the month of December, a lot of flashbacks will take place. You will remember a lot of things about the way they were. You'll compare about how things were versus how they are now. You're going to see a magnificent change, a difference between the past and the present. You're going to start to appreciate everything that's around you. You're also going to start separating wants from needs more than you ever have before. Your next card, Leo, comes up as dreams. And your dreams are about to take place. There is an everlasting soulmate, some call it. There's an everlasting relationship connection. For some of you, it's a very intense physical chemistry with someone. For some of you, this will turn into a long-time partnership. December is going to be very, very important to Leos. It's going to be something to remember. There's something that's going to happen that's going to make Leos very much appreciative of their life, where a lot of Leos in the recent past, say November, say October, say September, say June, say even last year, maybe the last 3 years, a lot of you Leos are going to look at life much differently. A lot of you have big changes coming, whether that's changes in love, changes in work, changes in situations, even financial situations will change for the better. Leo, what's coming in December is going to be something you're going to need two hands for, whether like a Whopper. You can't eat it with one hand, it's too big. You're going to need two hands to manipulate, adjust, turn to fit just right. For some of you, it could be about photography. For some of you, it's capturing that specific look. For some of you, it's about writing books. For some of you, it's time to tell your story. For some of you, Leos, the struggle's over. The struggle is over. You're taking a risk. You're taking a chance. The universe is right there to back you up. There's enormous amount of blessings. There's tears of sadness, of walking away from something that you know hasn't served you or isn't serving you anymore. You know it's time to change. You know it's time to move. You know it's time to take action. There's my card for something fast moving, coming in quickly. Be prepared. I feel like you're going to have to tie up some loose ends really quick. You're also going to want to make something known to other people, perhaps family members or friends. You're going to want somebody to know that you've got it together. You finally figured it out. You and someone else is going to take this journey together. You're going to share everything, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your love, your money, your place, whatever. You're going to share it all. For some of you, you've gone through this struggle of being left out in the cold, feeling like you never fit in, feeling like it just never worked out. Always questioning why this didn't work, why that didn't work, why this relationship didn't work. Questioning, is it you? Was it you? No, it's not you. It's not you in general. Leo, you're getting back on track. The tower, the problems, the worries, the fears, everything that wasn't good for you, whether it was addictions, whether it was relationships, whether it was domestic violence, whether there's overdoses, whether there's hospitalizations, whether there's treatments, whatever was going on, it's done. This back and forth, and not being able to find something that works for you at the moment makes you want to go back to something that you had in the past that never worked. Listen, that's where justice came in. The justice card comes in here because it doesn't want you to go backwards. It doesn't want you to settle for the bullshit. It doesn't want you to believe that you're not good enough. Justice will prevail. The people who walked away from you, or the people who caused so much trouble in your situation or in your life during the month of December, you're going to find out that those people are going to reap their karma. I don't say wish any bad on anybody. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just know somebody's going to start to feel quite overwhelmed without you. Somebody's going to have a lot of regrets that they didn't make something work out. Somebody's going to be struggling on their own, trying to move forward. They're not going to have the same kind of help that they would have had with you. They are going to regret that, but that doesn't mean go back to them. Because it doesn't mean they changed their ways. It just means they regret that they're not going to have it so easy now. They regret that they didn't see the gift that was being presented to them, so they kicked the gift horse in the mouth, so to speak. For some of you, remember that old cliche, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You couldn't change that person. They may keep hanging around. They might be in your area in December. They may try to haunt you or taunt you. Maybe they'll find you on social media trying to create a breakup, trying to create a third party situation again, trying to entice you. But be careful, because the devil works all day. He works all day and all night. If you accept an offer from somebody from the past now and leave your current situation, chances are you're going to feel trapped, messed up, like you were blindsided, like you didn't see what was coming. You know what's coming. Don't pull that shit with me. You already know what you're going to get if you go back to the bullshit. You already know, because you've been there. You've done that. You need to pass by it. You need to let it go. Don't even look at it as an opportunity, because it's not. It's like an illness. It's like a parasite. It's like a disease. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Some of you are so freaking stubborn, you're going to give it a try. How about that? Well, you know what? That's on you. And then back to feeling overwhelmed. Back to feeling like you're stressed out. Back to feeling like, you know what? I got to sneak around. I got to be really careful. Back to hearing gossip. Back to dealing with secrets and lies and bullshit. Okay, those of you, you might as well click off my show now. Click off. Because if you're just going to go backwards and you're going to go back to that shit that you know was no good, you're wasting your time right here. So you hear me? Just click, because I don't have time for you. I can't help you if you won't help yourself. Listen, somebody's going to tell you something. Somebody's going to tell you something, and you're going to hear from me, and now you're going to hear from somebody else. And when the other person tells you, then you're going to get it. So you don't want to get it from me, that's fine. I don't know what the hell you're doing on here. Listen, you need to find your own strength in the situation. You need to get yourself out of there. Yeah. All right, so I'm trying to give you some of the energy that I have. I'm trying to give you the knowledge that I see. I'm trying to give you the gift from Spirit. It's a message. I'm trying to give you it. If you're not willing to receive it and you just want to move fast and go backwards because that was familiar, even though it was not comfortable, even though it was not good, it's still familiar. You're too scared to move forward, and I get that. But fear-based thoughts and energies and decisions based from fear will never, it'll make you play the fool the rest of your life. It'll never get you where you need to be. You have to look at what the truth is in the situation. Look back at it. Look back at it. What else can you do? It's already over. That part's spilt. It's done. Turn around. Let's move forward, right? Let's have that celebration. It's coming. If you want it, it's coming. They're willing to give you that. Again, a celebration. Please. For some of you, I know you have heavy burdens. You have decisions to make in the month of December. You have things that are not going to go perfect. They're not. Listen, for so many people out there doing the right things, struggling every day to make ends meet, making sure the bills are paid, going without so much, but not quitting. Know when to refuse certain cups. Know when to refuse certain cups. For some of you, Leos, you're going to have some nights like this. The next maybe 2 weeks is going to be a bit of a struggle. It's going to be scary. It's going to be hard to comprehend. But once you get to your destination, once you get to where you're going, once you go to that new job, once you go to that new place, once you move to that new house, whatever's coming up for you is when it's going to be like the reward will fall down on you. You're going to feel this whole sense of freedom. Tears of joy will flow. For some of you, it's like, yeah, I've been waiting for that day to come for a long time. I've been hoping to find a new way, I've been looking for a way out of this situation. I haven't been able to do a lot on my own. I haven't been able to rebuke the devil, so to speak. I haven't really been living my life to the fullest the way I should. For some of you, you're saying I even stopped schooling, or I stopped going to school. I gave up on my education. For some of you, it's almost like you walked away from your job. What is that? I don't know what that was about. For some of you, there's definitely more about the higher power. Your life is going to be more focused on your children or your own family in general, your goals, your money, your security for long term. For some of you, there's an opportunity that is going to present itself to you in the month of December. Some of you can actually see it coming. Some of you are very good, very intuitive, and you just know there's something better coming. Some of you can't quite put your finger on it. You don't quite know what it's going to be. For some of you, you're juggling a few resources, trying to go with the better one, trying to make the better decision, the better choice. Know that if you struggle or have some pain with this now, if it's really difficult now, it won't be for long. Get through that uncomfortable part. We all go through that uncomfortable stage, that point in our life where it don't feel so good, right? Where we're not reaping benefits right now, where we're just working hard, and feeling like we don't see anything as a result of it. You don't always see the result right away. It takes time. When you plant a seed and you water it, you don't right away get a sprout. You have to wait. You have to keep watering it. The sun's got to hit it. But why that little seed is starting to open up so that it can branch out and bloom. We don't see that happening under the dirt. We know we put the seed in that dirt. We know we watered it. We know we put the sunlight on it. But you don't always see it right away. For some of you, there's going to be a lot of things that have to do with things that have been done, things that have been spoken, things that you've seen. You can't unsee something. Maybe something you've done, somebody else can't unsee it. Maybe something you've said, someone else can't unhear it. You know, you can't take a dish, a plate, and smash it on the ground to a million pieces and say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, plate. Please forgive me. And the plate will come back together? No. So just like a human being, when you do something, or say something, and you regret it because your mouth went faster than your brain, you were in that flight or fight mode. You wanted to react instead of respond. React meaning talking without thinking. Just wanting to hurt somebody back the same way they hurt you. Bad part about that is, okay, yeah, you might get them back good. Oh yeah, you might really teach them something. But that's not who you are. And when that happens, you're going to hate yourself for it. You're going to regret that you did that or you said that. A lot of you don't realize that you argue with somebody about the way they are. And then you just go right to their level and become them. Yet you're pointing the finger at them. Yet, who have you become? When you're at their level, arguing, name calling. Eye for an eye, evil for evil. It's not good. It's not your job to pay them back. Let God, let the higher power, let the universe, let karma do its jobs. It's not in your spectrum. Stay out of that. We get people that trigger us, Leos. We get people that tempt us, Leos. But if you fall short, you're going to say, they made me do it. You're a grown-ass person, male or female. You have a right to make a choice or decision. You have a right to take the easy way out, or you have the right to take the road that's going to teach you lessons along the way. Some hard, some you'll feel defeated on, some won't make you feel amazing, but then you'll have some other lessons that will. You'll have some repercussions, so to speak, of the good choices and decisions that you make. Leo, I am so excited for what's coming for you. There is going to be, thank you, Samina, there is going to be an amazing transformation if you just allow it to come through. This new beginning, this fresh start, this transformation, you're going to start to become the adult that you've always wanted to be. The person that has a job to go to, the person that has a bank account to deposit in, the person who can buy themselves dinner, the person who can afford to get those new pair of shoes. It's coming. For some of you, Leos, it's important to believe in yourself. There is nothing that your body or your mind isn't capable of doing. There's always a will where there's a way. Now, Leos, I don't want you to keep worrying. I don't want you to panic. I want you to be still and allow the changes to happen and welcome every single change that comes in, even the hard ones, even the challenges. And when you don't fight against it so much, but you find a way to work with it, go with the current, not against the current. And you're going to find that as you balance those things out, as you meditate, pray, the universe is going to be right there with you, helping you to achieve your goals. But you're not going to be alone. Somebody will be helping you. All right? So get prepared for the celebration, for the transformation, for this new, amazing beginning. And December is just the beginning of it. January is going to get even better. So if you think December knocks your socks off, wait till you see January. There's so much coming. I want to be a Leo. I'm changing. I got a Libra with an L. Can I just switch it up a little bit and be a Leo? Just for this month. Just for December. Maybe I'll take January too. All right, you guys. So we've done Aries. This is now my second video for Christmas is Leo. Now let's find out what's happening with Sagittarius. Come on, join me.